The roulette session that you're about to watch uses the area key calculator from roulettecalculators.com. So here's a quick tutorial on how the area key works to give you a much better understanding of what's going on during this gameplay session. If you are familiar with the area key, you can skip forward to the gameplay by clicking on the chapters in the description. Simply put, the area key is looking at how often the ball goes back to the area that it's just spun from. As you can see on the graph in the left, the numbers tracking are highlighted in green. The lighter shade of green on number 5 was the previous result. You will hear us frequently referring to a depth, and this is what that means. If the ball lands on any of the unhighlighted numbers, the depth count increases by 1. It's only when the ball lands on the highlighted number that the depth returns to 0, and that result gets logged into the graphs below. The first setting that you come across is the amount of numbers to track. Currently it's set to 9, so if the previous number was number 20, this would look at number 20, 4 numbers to the left of that number, and 4 numbers to the right of that number, totaling 9 numbers. If say we set the amount of numbers to track to 3, it would look at number 20, 1 to the left and 1 to the right, which should just be tracking number 1, 20 and 14. The next setting that you come across simply controls when the table highlights. Currently it's set to 0. This means that the table will highlight on every single spin. If you set it to 2, this means it will wait until the table goes to a depth of 2 before highlighting. This is useful when you find a dealer with a particular pattern. The third setting, only bet X number into a depth, is for the people that like to use a progressive betting system. It simply acts as a stop loss, so if you only want to make 4 bets into a progression, you would set that to 4. This field allows you to input what you would like your starting bet per number to be, and again is only really there for people that are running a progressive betting system. It automatically calculates what your next bet should be based on the numbers that you're tracking to always keep you in profit. The most important thing when using the area key is understanding what the graph tells you. It directly reflects whether or not a dealer is being consistent and you should play with them, or inconsistent where you should leave the table and find a new dealer. The depth count simply shows you the results and what depth those results have gone to. In this case, there are 2 results being recorded. One went to a depth of 3, meaning it missed the highlighted section 3 times in a row before landing on it. The second result says 0 depth, which means it went straight to the highlighted section. The depth of wins graph shows you what the dealer is doing in real time. As you can see in this example, the last 4 results mean that the ball went to the highlighted section each time. If you look at the 4th result, that means it missed the highlighted section twice before landing on the highlighted section. This is important to identify patterns with a dealer. The best way to fully understand how the area key works and to understand when a dealer's been consistent and when they change is to watch live gameplay. So we recommend watching this video all the way through so you can fully grasp how the area key works and how you can identify dealer patterns and when they change. As the title suggests in this video, make sure you watch this video all the way through because there's some really key moments in this video where you identify when a dealer changes their spin patterns and how to change with the times. This is a #1 lesson I really want you to learn, so please watch this video all the way through. Hello and welcome back to another roulette session with Sam D. So he's currently on Grosvenor Roulette and his balance is £1,024. And we're going to see how he does in this session. The people that have been following Sam's sessions before and the use of the area key know just how good it can be if you find a dealer that's really consistent. So I mean, if you're not a member of Roulette Calculators, you should definitely click on that link just up there in the corner, set yourself up a free account on there,
And if you decide to upgrade, that's entirely up to you, but the network's full of great people who are always willing to help. Also, if you want any help from Sam, just drop him a message on the network and he does his best to help everyone there. Likewise, if you're not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you can keep getting updated with any new videos that we put out there. So we're going to get straight on with this session now and see how he does. So it looks like he's logged 5 spins, as you can see just there. Total spins 5. Looks like it's gone to a depth of 2. In fact, that one's actually a -1 because we was minus off the first one. So it's depth of 1 and then another depth of 1. So let's see what happens here. So for those of you that don't know, a depth of 1 basically means it's landed on the unhighlighted section and that increases the depth there to 1, and whenever it lands on the highlighted section, that depth returns to 0 and then gets transferred into the graphs below. So currently it's on a depth of 1. If it lands on this unhighlighted area again, that will go to a depth of 2. So it's pretty self-explanatory. The area key is essentially looking at how often the dealer spins the ball back to the area that they've just spun it from. So in this case, they've spun it from number 26. That was the last number that they spun from. And in this case, it has landed on number 18, which is again in the highlighted section. So you can see that that depth has been transferred. So that's 3 times in a row that it's gone to a depth of 1. So this dealer's looking fairly consistent on hitting that highlighted then unhighlighted section. So let's have a look. See if she does it again. So I hope everyone's had a great week and they are doing well. Interesting to find out what you guys have been up to. So make sure you drop your comments below and let me know what's happening in your life. Currently we're in 𝗏𝗏𝗏 at the moment. We've had some awesome weather. We did actually have a bit of a tropical thunderstorm today, which kind of made me put the old video on hold a bit, because when we have the thunderstorms we typically get some power outages. So it looks like, I think there might have just been a dealer change. I'm not sure yet. We'll find out if Sam yeah, so Sam's reset the calculator now, so you can see there has been a dealer change, which is a shame because that last dealer looked really consistent, going to a depth of 1 consistently. If you find a dealer that does that, that's hitting a depth of 1, that means that you can bet on the unhighlighted section, get the win, then bet on the highlighted section, get the win, then go back to the unhighlighted. And it's nice to find a dealer like that, especially when they're alternating the spin. So you know that typically the spin where it's like going clockwise, that means it's going to one area of the table, and then when they spin the ball the opposite way, it's going to the opposite side of the table. So you can find good dealers like that. I typically like to find dealers that are on a one direction table where they're just spinning the ball in the same direction each time. So let's just see how this dealer fares and see if that makes see if it's good for betting on this one. So that looks like that has gone to number 10. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip through a little bit because obviously just had the dealer change. Just want to see what happens. So that's gone to a depth of 1 now, and that came in on the highlighted, so that's put that to a depth of 0. That's gone to the highlighted again, and now it's on a depth of 1. Okay, so it looks like Sam's going to make a bet on this particular round. It's gone to a depth of 1. So you can see there, depth of 1, then a depth of 0. So yeah, I think he's going to go for the highlighted. Yeah, okay. So that last entry might not actually have come out yet because it is currently saying a depth of 1 at the moment. So he wants to see that highlighted section come in. So the opposite side, that looks absolutely perfect. Number 16. That's really close there. Close to where they spun from last time. So I'm not sure if he's, you can see there, depth of 1. He might go on the unhighlighted section now. So it looks like it's kind of following the same pattern as the previous dealer, which is really nice to see. We'll see. I think he's going to hold off on this one just for now, because there was an instance where it went highlighted to the highlighted, giving it that 0 in between. So let's have a look. In this case, I think it did. It actually went back to the highlighted. It looked like it was going to 0, but then it kind of pinged back. So let's just see what he does now. So it's highlighted, highlighted. See there, depth of 1, 0, 1, 0. Found these awesome tea bags. It's called apple cinnamon spiced. Really, really nice. So I'm just smashing them right now. So he's currently sitting out on this one. I think he's hoping to see it go to that unhighlighted section. And that's gone to 33. So no, it has gone back to the highlighted. So this dealer is favouring that highlighted section quite a bit now. Don't know if he's going to scroll down so we can see that graph. But it's good because he's caught this dealer right at the beginning of their session as well, which is it's always frustrating when you find an awesome dealer and it's at the end of their session. So I guess he probably wants it to land on that highlighted section again. And it's close, 28. Yeah, so it's just missed that. You can see that's just gone 1 out there, which just put that on a depth of 1 now. So yeah, it looks like Sam's waiting for it to go to a depth of 1, then he's betting on that highlighted section. Don't know if his strategy will change as the game goes on. Okay, it's a bit of a crazy spin where it's stuck on the rim. It's always annoying, but sometimes you get lucky. And it looks like he did in this case. It went to number 18, so that was a good win there. So that's transferred that depth of 1 down into the graph. And it looks like he is going to make a bet now. So you can see there we've had a depth of 1, obviously we minus the first one, and a depth of 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. So yeah, I wouldn't be sure where to put the bet right now. I mean, at the moment, 4 results would have gone to the unhighlighted zone, but then there are 3 there that is showing the highlighted zone. So I would sit this one out. And it looks like Sam is doing that. So that's gone to 23, so that has now gone to a depth of 1 again. So I guess Sam's going to go on the highlighted zone. And yeah, again, you can see like depth of 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. The binary. So he's just pointing out that it hasn't gone to a depth of 2 yet, which is why he's going on the highlighted zone right now, because it's currently sat at a depth of 1. Let's see it land opposite side of 0. And that is absolutely perfect again on number 30. So yeah, his balance is at 1058 now. See there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instances where it's gone to the unhighlighted section first, and then there's 3 where it's gone to the highlighted. Yeah, it looks like Sam's playing it kind of smart and just waiting for that to go to a depth of 1 before he makes his bet. He might change it, he might not. We'll just see what happens. And this dealer is called Adrian, if any of you are interested, on Grosvenor Roulette. Okay, so that looks like it's gone to the highlighted zone again. So yeah, this dealer is getting quite a few instances where it's going highlighted to highlighted. It's good to see that he's not going to a depth of 2 frequently. Yeah, quite a good dealer by the looks of things. So I'm not sure if Sam's doing flat betting or if he's going to do a progressive betting system, but we'll see what happens. That's gone to 14, so that's now put him at a depth of 1. So I'm guessing he's going to put that neighbours bet on 14 now. And by the way, he's doing a neighbours of 9, so he's covering 14, 9 numbers to the left, 9 numbers to the right. Currently on a depth of 1. He's hoping that that highlighted area comes out from number 35 all the way around to 8. Anywhere in that section. Okay, that looks like a good one. Number 1 right in the middle there again. So yeah, this dealer's hitting it quite close to where he's putting the neighbour's bet, and that's what I love to see. So I mean, look at that graph. So 1 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 1. Really nice to see a dealer like that. And Sam's already at £1,075. So yeah, see where he takes this to during this session. Okay, so that's gone to 28. So yeah, highlighted to highlighted again. So Sam is doing the smart betting here, where he's waiting for it to go to a depth of 1. And that seems to be doing really well for him. He hasn't actually missed a bet yet, I don't think. Missed a win. Just keep an eye on it and see if he carries on with it. So it's gone to 1 again. That's right on the edge there, but still on a depth of 0. Now keep in mind, guys, obviously using these tools, they are just tools, so they're showing you what the dealer's doing, their history. I always say that in no way do we guarantee that you're going to win using these tools, but when you get insight and information like you can see here, it really does help you decide whether or not you want to play with that dealer, or if you just want to back out and find a new dealer. And this is what we're looking for, sort of tables like this, where you're finding a dealer that's been very consistent. And if you're not finding that, don't play, okay? Just jump out the table, be patient. I mean, Sam's had it where he's looked all day for a dealer, didn't find a consistent one, and just didn't play. You don't have to bet. But as you can see, Sam's sent us over 30 videos now of him crushing it, and he does really well in these sessions. So, you know, make sure you take the time to log the dealers and only play with the ones that are looking really consistent. So, I mean, this dealer's looking great, and of course it can change as well, you know. All it takes is the pit boss to say, look, change your spin up, speed it up, slow it down, and do something, and that can change the whole outcome. The idea is tracking dealers, finding ones that are really consistent, then betting, but always keep analysing the table, even if it's going really good. If it suddenly just changes, you just need to sit out and keep your eye on what's happening. So there's another win for Sam, number 15. So again, that was a really good solid hit there. And again, look at that graph. 1s and 0s, guys, that's what we're looking for, 1s and 0s. Or very big high numbers and lots of them, so back to back, sort of like depths of 4s and then 3 and then 7. And that's when you're constantly betting on the unhighlighted section of the board. But yeah, just put the time in, find these consistent dealers. And if you do that, your chances are going to be so far improved than just guesstimating where to bet. You can see there he's done the classic thing, so he's brought in the win, then he's gone from the highlighted section straight back to the highlighted section. In fact, it was the same number, 15 went to 15. So I'm guessing Sam's not going to put a bet on, or he might be. No. I think he's just pointing out it's gone from 15 to number 15. So his balance is £1,092. Very, very nice signature from this dealer. He's tracked 22 spins. Again, that is really, really close. That's gone to 32. So highlighted again. So this is the first time we've seen this. It's gone highlighted, highlighted, highlighted. So yeah, I mean, that's what you want to see, though. You do want to see him hitting one solid section over and over again, because Sam's just kind of going, okay, missed the highlighted section. Let's put it on a depth of 1. I'm going to bet on the highlighted now, and then it's bringing the win in. So yeah, see what happens. See if he carries on the highlighted, or if he reverts back to what he has been doing, going unhighlighted back to the highlighted zone. Okay, it looks like it's hit that highlighted again, so it looks like this dealer's kind of changed up their spin a little bit and is just nailing that highlighted section. So if you can see at the top, he did from win 7, that was the highlighted section, then it went unhighlighted back to the highlighted, then highlighted, highlighted, unhighlighted, then highlighted, then highlighted, highlighted, highlighted. So yeah, this dealer really is nailing that highlighted section quite frequently, with the occasional unhighlighted areas. So yeah, Sam might change it up. If it lands on the highlighted section again, I would be inclined to just be running a progression, just a 1-bet progression, but on that highlighted zone. So anytime it does land on the unhighlighted zone, you just do a martingale and then bet on that highlighted again. Okay, so yeah, absolutely, he's hit that highlighted section again. That's like four or five times in a row now. So 4 times plus the end of the last one, so that's 5 times. Sam's dropped his bet down. He's doing 50 pence, but he's going on the highlighted section. I think he's prepared to be ready for a double progression in case it does go to the unhighlighted, like it has done previously. And then obviously you can just increase that to a £1 bet, and then if that misses, a £2 bet. I'm not sure exactly how he's planning on betting. But yeah, that has gone to number 13. So Sod's Law missed it by 1. But now I guess Sam's ready for that progression. And yeah, he's doing £1 per number again on this. So it's almost like a poker thing. He was doing a feeler bet, just seeing if it will be okay. See if we can get away with doing highlighted. Yeah, anytime there's kind of a change, you want to keep an eye on it and just make sure they haven't completely changed. And in this case, definitely not. Number 13 went back to number 13. This dealer is nailing it on that highlighted section. So I'm not sure if he's going to go back on the highlighted, or if he's just going to wait for that depth of 1 again, because that's worked for him like a treat. You know, it's just he's been crushing it. In fact, he's actually at £1,100 now in his balance, but it looks like he's going to carry on playing. And yeah, I would be tempted to as well, because this dealer is very, very, very consistent. So that's gone to 0. So that has actually given him his depth of 1 again. So yeah, he's going straight on that highlighted. I think he's going to increase that to a £1. Yeah. Yeah, really nice table. That's a really nice graph. Okay, number 25, so he got the win again. Let's put him up to £1,117. And again, that depth of 1, it hasn't gone past the depth of 1. All of these, check that out. Okay, so we got depth of 1, then 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. So that is a killer graph. Really, really nice dealer. So again, his name's Adrian on Grosvenor Roulette. And Sam's using the area key tracking 19 numbers. And he's just been betting on a depth of 1. And I know if he was doing a 1-bet progression, betting on the highlighted every spin, he would be crushing it right now. Because obviously you do the martingale when it does hit that depth of 1. But this is working. This is a nice, safe way of doing it. So yeah, he's back on the highlighted section because it's currently at a depth of 1. Be interesting to see because, of course, it doesn't always last forever. But the idea is just take advantage of it while it is happening. That looks like number 20, so yeah, absolutely a solid win again. So he's at 1,134, and what an insane graph. Really, really nice. I've seen him before like this, even like years ago. I don't know if you remember my first videos, and I say years ago, about 7 months ago, 7 months ago. Yeah, the first videos. I did find a few dealers that was hitting lots of 0s and 1s like that, and I kind of moved off of the area key, and I was using the dealer tracker for a lot of my first videos. But the area key does seem to be the favorite calculator from all of the members on the network. They do seem to love the area key. And it's just quite nice. It's just such an alternative to betting on the even section, because you're betting on the actual wheel, and when you can see the graph looking like that, that's just really nice to see. So looks like he's got a bet on the highlighted section again. Let's see, he wants to see it land just after 0. Oh, you can see that it hit 0 and just got catapulted back. So there you go. That's pretty much his first miss. That means it's gone to a depth of 2. That was really unlucky in that case there. It was heading perfectly to the area, and it did hit the riffle there and catapulted it back. Now, I don't know. I think Sam's going to sit this out just because, and let me just pause and explain why. Because it's gone to a depth of 2. That's the first time it's happened. Now, he could bet on that highlighted section again, but he does risk the chance because obviously when it's gone to the highlighted before, then he's waiting for the depth of 1. Now, that was an unlucky spin, so it's not forced to go to the highlighted section again. So I think he's just going to wait this one out until it comes out and then make his bet. So very smart gameplay there. I hope that makes sense to you. So obviously it's been following a trend, and all of a sudden it's kind of changed. Now, it did just miss the highlighted, so very, very good that he did miss that. Now I would bet on the highlighted section, but that's just me. I would personally bet on there now because it's almost like it's reset itself. But yeah, let's just watch. I think Sam's just waiting for this one to come out. So he really wants to see it land around 0. Okay, yeah, no, it was good to not bet. That went to number 14. So yeah, it looks like he's going on a bit of a tangent now, hitting that unhighlighted section. And you've seen in lots of videos that we've talked in before where he oh, it looks like Sam's actually switching the bet to the unhighlighted section, but doing that feeler bet, dropping it down to 50 pence. But yeah, in my previous videos, you've seen it where they've just been hammering a highlighted section consistently, you know, maybe 8, 9, 10 times in a row, and then they'll get maybe a 1, and then they'll go to the highlighted section for several goes again, and then all of a sudden it just changes, you know. And that's what this guy's done. He's hitting that unhighlighted section over and over. Sam got the win there. That's put that to a depth of 5 now. So that means it's missed that highlighted section 5 times in a row. So he's definitely changed something. He's changed either how fast he's spinning the ball or spinning the wheel. Something's definitely changed. But it looks like Sam's picked up on that and hasn't lost. You know, he hasn't had a bad loss. He missed 1 bet, which was £1. But he identified it and has kind of changed his pattern. Now, whether or not the dealer will continue with this, looks like he is. He's gone on the unhighlighted again, number 16. That's put him to a depth of 6 now. So it looks like Sam's only been doing 50p bets on this. He's increasing it now. But bear in mind, he's increased it, but he's done clever betting where he's 150p, 150p, and now he's doing the full £1 per number. But even if he misses this, his balance will still be at 1,113. So he's not going crazy risking it. He's kind of recouped what he lost on the first one, and it's a bit of a safety net there, because we don't like seeing it when the dealer changes it up like this. But it does seem like he really is sticking to that unhighlighted section now. So he's really, I mean, I'm really proud of Sam for identifying and changing with that time. And yeah, because you can get stuck into it once it's been like, no, it must hit the highlighted because it's been doing it so often. And if you live on that, you know, that delusion, you can just go bust by betting on the wrong area each time instead of identifying that the dealer's changed. So that's important, because I've done that in the past where I'm like, no, they've been hitting that area over and over and over. They must hit it soon. Even though, you know, he's on a depth of 8 now, so he's missed that highlighted section 8 times in a row. And instead of Sam smashing all of his money on that highlighter going, it has to come in now, it's been ages, he's betting on the unhighlighted section because that's what's happening. That is the shift. And obviously the area key is, you know, is showing you, but also you do need to be present, you need to be watching that table, and you need to analyze it at all times, because it could change again, you know. It's looks like he's good still. It's on 32. That's another hit there, depth of 9 now. So yeah, you imagine if you was still following that old hypnosis on the highlighted section, just hitting it over and over and going, it keeps missing. So you got to be really careful. Instead of losing all your money, Sam has done completely the opposite, changed with the times, and is once again crushing it. Just looking for that unhighlighted section again. I mean, currently on a depth of 9, so that's and again, absolutely perfect. Number 8, unhighlighted again, depth of 10. And he's hit £1,200 now. So yeah, looks like he's sticking to that unhighlighted section. Currently depth of 10. Now, how crazy is that when he hasn't gone past the depth of 1 out of all of those spins? And something's obviously happened. Someone's, like, the pit boss probably said, this guy just keeps winning, change your spin. He's changed it, and Sam's like, does not matter. Absolutely perfect, another hit there. So Yeah, that's put him on £1,217, currently on a depth of 11 now. And it does just go to show you have to analyze that table and don't just fall into the trap of betting on where it has been. If it changes, you need to change with the times. If not, you'd be in massive trouble if you're doing a progressive betting system on this. You're doubling the bet each time instead of identifying it and looking at what the calculator's saying. You'd be in crazy trouble. So that's gone to 29. So he just hit that one. It was an overlap, luckily. That's put him on £1,234. And that brought in that depth there. Now check out that graph. It's just zeros and ones all the way to the top, and then that massive change where he just hit that unhighlighted section repeatedly. So this is a really, really good session. I'm so glad that Sam shared this one, because it shows you how the dealer can just suddenly change what they're doing, and if you don't change with it, that's when the dealer, the casino is just going to take you for everything you've got. So make sure you always identify and change with the times. Now it looks like that's the end of the session. Very, very good session from Sam. Really, really nice. He's completely crushed that casino, even when the dealer completely changed what he was doing. He had one bet and then changed with the times. Now look, that's gone back to unhighlighted again, so it's probably going to go on one of them runs again, but that's the end of the video. So Sam's ended it there. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it if you did watch to the end. If you did, drop me a comment, let me know that you made it all the way to the end. And also, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this video. If you learned anything or if you enjoyed this session, please let us know and give the video a thumbs up. If you're not a member of Roulette Calculators, make sure you do click that link. There's going to be a link in the description and a pinned comment. Click that, set yourself up a free account so you can chat to myself, Sam, and all of the other awesome members who are part of this great network. And also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified on any new videos that we post. Thanks for watching, guys. Good night, and as always, please bet smart.